Thanks. Without a dinghy, life on a boat just doesn't make much sense. A house without a car or bike might work out when you live in a city, but a sailboat without a dinghy? Luckily, we didn't need to make a big deal out of the missing dinghy this week though, because weather conditions were perfect for some relaxed sailing days down the Italian coast, where we are slowly making our way to our next goal, Catania in Sicily. Fingers crossed we can get a new dinghy delivered there. Alex might seem a bit down in this episode, but he was just really sad to leave Greece and is still adjusting to the idea of not coming back. He comes around though. No worries, we made the right decision.
What's happening?
I think we have to bury our dinghy. I mean, we've tried fixing it in Lefkas, remember? So this is how we found our dinghy yesterday. I'm using some water with soap. I'm just putting it on the dinghy. And then it creates bubbles. It seems to be a spot. It was at the bottom, which that one seems to be alright, but there are several other places. Oh look, it stopped.
Huh?
It was just bubbling like crazy. Oh, there you go. Several places where the air is just coming out.
That's not a good sign, right?
No, we tried everything. Tried gluing it several times. And tried pumping it up again. It's been a few days now. And every time it's the same story. So I think we have to get ourselves a new one. I think Slalin has done a good job.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say goodbye to it yet. I was fine with it.
Oh, that's good.
But this is not really safe anymore. It stays like blown up for 5 minutes? It's a bit difficult when it's not blown up. Since all of our efforts to save the dinghy were futile, we had no choice but to get rid of it. The line attached to the dinghy was definitely a keeper. The knot that was used to tie it to the dinghy looked pretty complicated, so we figured that must be good. We tried to untie it slowly while filming it, hoping we'd be able to tie this knot again. Fun idea, did not work. We never managed to really tie it again. So if anybody knows this knot, in case it's not a homemade one, please let us know the name, because we have no clue. By the way, if you've ever been on or owned a liveaboard boat, you probably know that storage space is for about 70% used for things that might come in handy one day, or tools. And since our boat came completely empty, we did not start with this privilege. So that is why Alex is cutting and screwing off basically every useful piece on the dinghy here. You just never know. In case you're wondering why I am doing nothing here, I was actually looking for new dinghies. Seems a bit too big to put in there, huh?
Yeah.
Let's say plastic. The guys in the little car, they will take our dinghy.
I hope they do.
I think there's a little trash car. Maybe they take it. Really is a bad day for dinghies. That doesn't look too healthy either.
New one. No.
No, it's an old one.
You wanna put it in?
Can we throw it in there? Yeah?
Thanks.
Cool, thanks. It doesn't fit in the container.
Grazie.
Bye, dinghy.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. We need a new one. Today at SV Blue, we are doing insane speeds. Actually, it's really not bad. We have extremely good condition. I mean, look at the seas. It is flat as a mirror. No boats, no nothing. We just keep doing the same speed as the wind. It's just crazy. Still got a little bit to go. This is where we started off. That is Rochella Ionica, or Rochella Ionica, I don't know, one of the two. And this is where we're going. It's on the tip of Italy. And And then from there we're gonna go over there tomorrow to Sicily. And this will be about 35 nautical miles. How far along are we? How many miles did we do? How many do we still have to go?
Did 10 miles
We did 10 miles.
in 2 hours.
What time are we arriving when we keep going at this speed?
It's 10. Neat.
Okay, it's a bit too late, so at some point we might have to motor. This here is the nice Italian coast. Pretty flat. Every day there's clouds over them, and almost every day apparently there's a little bit of thunder. But not out here, so we're safe. It's very different from Greece. There's nice long beaches, endless beaches with sand. And the water is actually really good, isn't it? I finally managed to bake a bread again. I made a dough yesterday and it is now in the oven. It's pretty perfect from the inside. Might have done a bit longer in the oven this time, but it's always a bit different, so every bread is a surprise. Doesn't really work with the wind, huh?
Just cleaned about.
Cleaning the bones. I'm sorry, babe. I'll make it clean again. It's a pretty good day. Now let's taste it. See if this one got as good, because I haven't made one in weeks. My favorite, miso. It's good if you combine it with butter and put it on a freshly baked bread. It's a pretty good day. How are you liking today, babe?
So tired. I love it.
Also, today's a special day.
Oh yeah. It's our anniversary. What has happened?
Well, it's not exactly cake for our 9-year anniversary, but I got you a slice of pizza that I found in the fridge.
Very nice.
Real Italian pizza. I have been practicing sail trims now for a couple days. I got into it a bit more and tried to figure out how it works with the little, what are they called, wind vanes? I forgot the name.
Paprika.
Yeah, I meant the English word. But here, look. I'm doing pretty good now. You can see them over there. The one in the front is red, and the other one in the back. Right now, when the one in the back is flapping up, means I have it too tied in. When the one in the front is flapping, means it's too far out. So now I have to leave it out a little bit. There's one over there. One over there, they're looking quite okay. I leave out a little bit of sail. There you go. That one still looking good too. Perfect sail trim. Getting pretty good at this. It's fun. Let's see if our speed is good. We're doing 5.5 knots with 8 knots of ground wind and almost 10 apparent. That's a pretty good one. Can you hear the thunder? You think it will come towards us?
Never.
No?
No, it stays on that.
It'll be our first thunder on a boat. Sailing, actually. Our neighbors in the marina told us yesterday that it happens every day. It seems to be just on the mainland every day, and hopefully it doesn't come out to sea. The winds are pretty perfect, so I don't need more wind. We'll get there now by 6. So far, I'm loving sailing down the Italian coast. We've had great winds all the time, flat seas, comfortable sails. We've been playing games. So who's winning?
I don't know. I have 4 for you winning.
I'm winning! I've been updating on my logbook right now in the past few hours, and we are currently at almost 1,700 nautical miles that we've done in the past 6 months.
Bravo. Like and subscribe.
If you want to see more. We'll be doing a lot more longer stretches now because everything's a bit further away, and actually I am really liking this. Don't know what it's like if it gets more bumpy and swelly like it was on our first night sail, because that's quite exhausting and you can't really do anything. At least I can't, because I'll get seasick. We'll try to get the main sail a little bit more in the middle of the boat because we have to go pretty high on the wind right now. I can't do that by just pulling the main sheet, so I'm using the traveler, which I will move to the left so I can actually get the boom more centered. We'll be turning on the motor now because the thunder seems to get closer. Plus, we don't have that much wind anymore. And we don't want to get closer to land actually, because the wind's also coming more in the nose now. So let's kick it!
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal.
Anchoring worked out. Can you see the bottom? Can't you? Let's check on the anchor. I think I might.
Love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there.
It is 32 degrees in the boat today, and that is at bottom level. Alex has been asking for a hot chocolate for about 3 weeks now, and he's really sad that he still didn't have one. But today is our anniversary, and he's flying the drone right now, so I thought when he's done, because he's not really keen on flying the drone when it's this swelly, the boat's like really moving like this, and it's also a bit harder to get the drone back on. I convinced him to do it. I'm gonna have a hot cocoa ready for him and see if he likes that. Honey,
Nothing.
I have a surprise for you.
It's a hot chocolate. Oh, that is a surprise. Thanks.
I know.
I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there.
I've been a little bit lazy if it comes to food the last weeks. I bought all kinds of stuff to make my fermented things. With this heat that we have, actually everything goes bad really fast. I wanted to make my own hot sauce, a sriracha. So I prepared everything. This is all in here. It's hot peppers, a little bit of ginger, some garlic, a whole load of salt, and a little bit of sugar to get the whole process started. I will be blending it. If it's not wet enough, I will also add a little bit of water, or a little bit of vinegar is also an idea, but I'd rather add the vinegar in the end after it's fermented for like 3 to 5 days. So that is one thing I'm gonna do today. I already baked the bread, so that's good. I wanted to make some sauerkraut, and I bought myself a nice piece of white cabbage, but if you don't pay attention to these things in the heat, lying around, they go bad really fast. So let's see what I can salvage. In case you are wondering, we don't have 220 volts. We only have 12, so we need I'm always saying this wrong, an inverter, right? Not a converter. inverter to actually be able to use my blender. We got a really cheap one that was like 60 euros. It's actually for a car, but it works perfectly fine. You can just plug it into the 12 volt and then we can use the blender. But only works when the battery is pretty high. Always have to check the batteries before you use it. Can't use it in the kitchen because it doesn't go that far, so I always use it here. Then let's see, we got 12.8 on the batteries. Let's see what happens if I turn this on. Smart move to turn on the engine.
That's what you do.
Thank you. Turn it off and done. Thank you.
Welcome.
As always, when I worked in the pantry, it looks like a bomb exploded. I guess it's about time I clean up. Tonight, we end the evening under the skilled musical guidance of Mr. Arnold. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and most importantly, hit that bell notification so you get notified when we upload a new video. Otherwise, YouTube might not show you our next video. See you next week!